The following presentation is a Deej Experience production and may not be recorded, rebroadcasted, or retransmitted without the express written permission of Deej Experience, LLC. For more information, visit us online at www.deejexperience.com.
Yeah, it's been a minute, but I'm back at it. Only like to win, it's like a bad habit.
Chamberlain drives in.
Lost, see how
he
that
got pounded.
Chamberlain with a putback.
Looking at the numbers, see who's
throws over
hearing it.
Muma, open looks for three. Haley Muma drains
The
it.
picture, see how clear it is. I'm high quality, like I am Deej Experience. I'm way up, seems like I've been at the pyramids. Give me an opponent, and I promise I ain't fearing it. I got so much I can lose, but game what I've been giving this. Why you see a miracle closer than I'm fearing it. Grinding and grinding, and then I put another gear in it. Driving and driving, but you don't have no one to steer ship. Back on the top, and you have of my logic.
Time with a flip shot, and that was a thing of beauty.
Lock it up. Gotta get that leg freed up.
Back, you know it ain't luck, so pay up my respect. Don't reject the greatness. Better hang up the white flag if you fight back to your nameless. So tell me what the time say. Game time, why they think that they could ever outscore me, LeBron James? Just give me the ball, watch me.
Bolter knocks it down. He's gonna come home with it. Nice throw and a good tag.
He got him.
Doing this for all my life.
Webb with it.
You don't want to waste my time.
And a goal by the Beavers. Finds the back corner.
It out.
Better get up next in line.
Marcus.
Competition left to dry. They can never get in my mind. Please slow it down. I'm a beast on the ground. I'm a leash for the crowd. Put me down. One man band. I'm a running back.
Down that sideline. Oh, there he goes. Into the open 50 and gaining momentum. And the Beavers are going to answer right back after Gerard tied it up. That was Will Allen.
Now they finally get a set block. Oh, and it's a face shoulder.
Oh my, Allison Sawyer, are you kidding me?
If I do fail, I don't have
Catches an arm right into a chin headlock. The legs worked in, and there's a wreck.
This one driven to left. It's going to drop in. That's going to be a two-run single for Sadie Dine.
When I break it, it's for my pleasure, but I would never let you go take it. I'm kind of like that. I don't just write raps. You put the ball up, then I'ma spike that.
Oh my! Aubrey Chase! Looking. He's going to go deep. The end zone got him in. Caught! Touchdown! Marcus Lambert!
Good D.
Shotgun passers, Chamberlain. Oh, down to 32 seconds. Yetzer fires a three. Cans it.
No one will actually become as great as my team is, cause I got a team of some Hall of Fame players, not to mention Jesus.
Got it there.
Doing this for all my life. You don't want to waste my time. If you want to test my grind, better get up next in line.
To the middle, and Scholar with a header, and we're tied at one.
Get
the snap away,
and
it's going to be a sack. Recovered by the Beavers. Touchdown!
I'ma run it back. You give me the chance, I'ma run it back.
Pushes it up. Shot got it. Chamberlain on the day. He'll take a three. He certainly will. Sawyer beats us deep left field. That ball is out of here. A two-run dinger for Allison Sawyer.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Deej Experience sports stream. I'm Dewey Hurd here at the ballpark at Columbus. It's another varsity action here today, as looking out at a very, we'll call it a drying field. It's been very wet for quite a few days, so nice to be here at the ballpark at Columbus and getting a game in here for the Beavers going up against the Warren Dragons as they come into town here. And we'll get right into our Box It and Lock It pregame show and get things wound up for the game here, as it looks like both teams are ready to go. We're just waiting for the officials to show up and get things going. I'd like to welcome everybody aboard here as we're just about ready to get things going. So we'll get into our Box It and Lock It pregame show and go over our usual pregame stuff. And we'll start off here with our Snap Fitness 3 Steps to Success. First and foremost, got to keep the eye on the ball when you're in the batter's box. Watch it all the way to the bat, make good solid contact, and drive the ball into the field. Second step is play with some confidence. Go out there, be assertive, and move in the right directions and play with some confidence. Third step is don't overplay. Make the plays that you can make. Don't try to overdo. Don't overthrow the ball. Keep it simple. You know, get in front of the ball, look it into the glove, and then make a good solid throw to whatever base you're throwing to. So just try to don't overplay and play within yourself and make those plays that you can blank. So those are our 3 steps to success. Again, brought to us by Snap Fitness of Corry. And we will switch right over to our Corry Higher Ed Spotlight Player of the Game. I'm going with number 1, our starting center fielder, number 1, Lathrop Jackson. As a freshman on the team, he's had a pretty good year for the Beavers this year. And I look for him to make an impact. I'm sorry, that's Tucker Jackson, not Lathrop Jackson. Tucker Jackson. My apologies. But he is number 1. So let me get this corrected here. There we go. Tucker Jackson. Been having a pretty good year for the Beavers. And he's my choice for the Spotlight Player of the Game, brought to us by Corry Higher Ed. And he'll have an impact as he's a little bit up in the, he's in the cleanup spot in the lineup. So look for him to have an impact on the game and hopefully driving in some runs here for the Beavers. As I do see the officials walking into out of the parking lot. So we'll be getting into the game here pretty quick. But a very cool day here today as Beaver Nation starting to file into that left field parking lot. All wrapped up nice and tight, swaddled in their usual gear. So let's get into our J. Gill Heating and Plumbing starting lineups. We'll start with the visitors. The Warren Dragons. Leading off is going to be Eli Snyder, number 6. He'll be behind the dish for the Dragons. In the number 2 spot is number 13, Brady Sheen. He'll be at short. Number 1 is Carter Cochran. He'll be at third base. He's in the 3rd spot. Then in the cleanup spot, they're going to have a DH, Tage Wyman. Number 35 will be DH, and for number 24, Charlie Blum, who's playing center field. In the 5th spot will be number 3, Brock Bryan. He'll be over in left field. In the 6th spot is number 15, Felix Valencia, and he'll be on the mound here for the Dragons when they take the hill. Number 22 is in the 7th spot. That's Colin Zadarko, and he'll be over in right field. He'll be followed by number 40, Zane Carlson. He'll be at first base. And rounding up the lineup for the Dragons in the number 9 spot is number 2, Jacob Franklin, and he'll be the starting second baseman for the Dragons. And we'll switch it over and give you the lineup here for your Beavers. Number 3 is Chamberlain. He'll be behind the dish here today as Kurlowicz is recovering from an arm injury. In the number 2 spot will be number 2. That's Camden Moon. He'll be at short today. Number 5 is Wyatt Swan. He'll be at second base. And then the Corry Higher Ed Spotlight Player in the number 4 spot is number 1, Jackson, Tucker Jackson, and he'll be in center field. He'll be followed by number 6, Carson Braswell. He'll be at left field. Number 20 is Jacob Gantz. He'll be over at first base. He's in the 6th spot. And then Trask, number 28, he'll be in the 7th spot playing right field. And on the hill for the Beavers today is going to be Rue Hellier, number 16. He'll be in the 8th spot, and he'll be followed by Johnson, who is number 7, and he'll be the third baseman. And that is your starting lineup. Again, brought to us by J. Gill Heating and Plumbing for the Beavers here today. As we see the officials out on the field now with not only the coaches for the Beavers and the Dragons, but also the captains out there as well. believe that is number 2 Snyder for the Dragons. I can't tell if that's Jacob Gantz out there. Got his arms crossed across his number, but I think that's Jacob out there. And the other Dragon out there, I can't tell because he's got a white shirt on. So they'll go over the field rules and explain how things work here. It's all fenced in here at the ballpark at Columbus. One of the funner venues to cover in baseball, as I've traveled around to a lot of away venues, and this is really a nice facility here. Very well maintained, and it's a pleasure to come here and do games. And I don't recall seeing either one of these officials. All right. Well, I've been informed that the field ump has been here for every game, so. So we're just about ready to get things going here. Beavers to take the hill, a little bit of a breeze here. As I see the netting behind home plate swaying in the breeze. So hopefully that doesn't come into much of effect here. Beavers have had a little stretch of downtime as the weather has not been very favorable the last couple of weeks. As the Beavers have only gotten one game in, and it was a loss out at Girard. Actually, they played 2 games at Girard back-to-back, and dropped an 11-3 decision and then an 8-1 decision to the Jackets. So Beavers still trying to find their footing and get this season rolling. They're 1-4 on the day coming in, and look to get that second victory here against the Warren Dragons. So we'll see what the Beavers can do. They'll be taking the field here shortly. Some guys in different positions than normal, but hopefully they can give it an A effort out here and get it taken care of. Carson's going to settle in behind the dish and get the starting pitcher, Hellier, warmed up here. I am so ready for some warmer baseball and softball weather. We did a game up in Northeast last night as the Lady Beavers absolutely destroyed the Great Pickers, 27-0 in 3 innings. As Northeast struggling a little bit with numbers up there. Only had 9 girls dressed for the game. And the Beavers hitting on all cylinders right out of the gate as they scored 16 runs in the first inning. Onto a very solid victory as the Pickers have got their work cut out for them. My point is, it was pretty cold up there last night. It's nice to be here at the ballpark at Columbus with a little bit of heat on the baseboards here and windows shut, except for where the camera's at, but still a nice facility here to bring you guys the broadcast. So 2 more pitches from Hellier, and we'll be ready to get things going with the Fox Family Insurance opening pitch. As Rue's looking pretty good, getting warmed up on the hill. Beavers wearing the gray pants and orange jerseys with the multicolored hats. As Carson will wing it down there to second base. Moon makes the catch. They'll throw it around, and we'll be ready for the Fox Family Insurance opening pitch here as we get things ready to go. Leading off is number 6, Snyder, the starting catcher for the Dragons, as he'll step in and get things going. So here we go. Heather's going to wind it up. Just a tick high for ball 1. Dragons making a lot of noise from their dugout. And just a tick high again for ball 2. Hellier winds and fires, slows it down just a little bit, popped up the right field. Giving chase and making the catch is Wyatt Swan, and there's one away. Wyatt playing second base and making that look rather easy as he ran to his left, makes the catch. Sheen will step in now, the starting shortstop for the Dragons. Hellier winds it up. And Sheen fouls it back out of play for strike one. And we are underway here. Again, Hellier winds it up. Slow curve, misses outside for ball one. 1-1 is the count here. Just off the plate for ball two. Hellier working with a good pace on the mound here. And that's down low for ball three, 3-1. I remember back when I played baseball, I didn't like hitting in cold weather because it didn't matter what gloves you wore or how hard you gripped that bat, it still wrung your hands. There's a swing and a miss by Sheen, and that's going to full up the count. We're going to have a Dusty's towing payoff pitch here in the top of the first inning, brought to us by Knapp's Butcher Block. As we're just underway here, Hellier winds it up, zips it in there, and it's a Rosbecker strikeout. Got him looking. And that'll be two away here. Cochran will come to the plate. First lefty for the Dragons. Hellier winds and fires. Misses outside for ball one. I thought Blues maybe going to call that a strike, but just kind of looked to his right a little bit and called it a ball. Hellier fires again. And it's a tick low, so it's 2-0. In the hole is the DH Wyman. And that's low again for a 3-0 count here. Inside for a 4-pitch walk. And there's one aboard. So Wyman will come to the plate after Cochran got the Crossroads Fellowship walk. Hellier puts it right down Center Street for a called strike. I think Wyman maybe was waiting for him to get one over before he takes a good hack at it here. So he stands in the ready. Hellier working from the stretch now. And that's fouled back into the backstop for strike two. Wyman in the hole, 0-2 now. Hellier fires it in there. And it's a Rosbecker strikeout to end it. Got him looking again. And they'll strand a runner at first. No hits, no runs. We'll head to the bottom of the first right after a quick word from one of our sponsors. So we'll be back right after this.
Located at 1460 Scioto Road, the Corry American Legion Post 365 is open daily. They serve lunch on Wednesdays and Friday through Sunday. They also serve dinner daily. Stop in and grab a bucket of their famous Scioto Road chicken and check out their live entertainment lineup. Watch some NFL football with the Sunday Ticket and even enjoy the sports stream. Stop in today. The Corry American Legion Post 365 at 1460 Scioto Road, or give them a call at 814-663-1790.
Box It and Lock It offers indoor climate-controlled self-storage units and portable self-storage containers. With 3 locations in Clymer, Corry, and Jamestown, Box It and Lock It has a storage solution to meet your needs. Both of our indoor climate-controlled locations feature automatic motion sensor lighting, 24/7 video monitoring, online rentals and bill pay, phone app access to the facility, and 24/7 access via our high-tech keypad and kiosk rental systems. Box It and Lock It also offers portable self-storage containers that can be delivered to your front door or place of business. Let us bring the storage facility to you. Store on site at our location or have us move your container to a destination of your choice. Contact us today at 855-450-3990 and visit our website at www.boxitandlockit.com. Also, find us on Facebook and Instagram.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd here at the ballpark at Columbus. Bottom of the first inning and a scoreless game, and Carson Chamberlain will step into the batter's box as the Beavers will lead it off here as they'll look to get things going offensively here. He's facing number 15, Valencia. And that missed upstairs for ball 1. That went all the way to the backstop for ball 2. Valencia will fire. Swung on a miss by Chamberlain, pushing the count to 2-1. Getting a good hack in there, but come up empty. Valencia kind of working from the stretch here, but nobody on as Chamberlain leads things off here. Takes it nice and tight inside for ball 3, 3-1. Valencia fires it in there, and it's beat right back up the middle. Second baseman makes a stop. Can't get it out of his glove in time. Throws it away. I'm going to give an infield hit to Chamberlain as he got down the line quickly and beat out the throw. I would have thought he would have been safe anyways. So leadoff single here. J.H. Napa Auto Parts single for Chamberlain, and the leadoff man is aboard. Moon comes to the plate now. Valencia working from that stretch still. He'll come set on the hill. Chamberlain with a good lead at first. Up in high for ball 1. Valencia comes set on the hill. Chamberlain goes. That's low and outside for ball 2. No throw from the catcher. And give Chamberlain a stolen base as he gets himself into scoring position. See if Chamberlain stays aggressive on the base paths. Shortstop slides in behind him to try and keep him close. And that's low and outside for ball 3, 3-0. Swan on deck, awaiting his turn in the batter's box. Chamberlain safely down at second. Valencia comes set on the hill. And there goes Chamberlain. That's inside for ball 4, and they throw it into center or left field. And Chamberlain's going to come in and score on the throwing error as Moon gets a 4-pitch walk, and it's 1-0 in favor of the home team. So a leadoff single. And now a Crossroads Fellowship walk as the Beavers score in their first time to the plate. And Swan will step in here, starting second baseman. And we'll see if the Beavers stay aggressive on the base paths. Moon at first. He'll get a running lead. And again, it's outside by Valencia for ball one. Five balls in a row from Valencia with a runner on now. There goes Moon. Called strike, and he'll be into second base with a stolen base. 1-1 on the count to Swan, but a straight steal there by Moon. And Beavers have another scoring runner in scoring position, as I get it right here on my coloring book. 1-1 on Swan. Moon gets a lead at second as Swan fouls that one off for a 1-2 count. Beavers need to get that crooked number up on the scoreboard here. Outside for ball two, evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swan with a good eye there in the batter's box as he works the count to a 2-2 count. Big hole on the left side of the infield as the shortstop gets back into position. And Valencia misses outside with ball 3. And we're going to have another Dusty's towing payoff pitch coming because we have a full count. Valencia steps off the mound as he'll readjust and get the signals from his catcher. Setting up on the outside part of the plate. And there's a swing and a miss by Swan, and there's 1 out. A Ross Becker strikeout. As Jackson comes to the plate, our Corry Higher Ed Spotlight Player of the Game. Tucker. There goes Moon. Swung on a miss. And safely into third is Moon with another stolen base. Jackson in the hole 0-1. Valencia comes home with it. Just a tick high for ball 1. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hey, if you're in the mood for some basketball, Deej Experience is going to be bringing the East-West Basketball All-Star Games here tonight. Girls game first at 7 o'clock, and the boys game will follow afterwards. As Valencia misses outside for ball 2, 2-1. Brought to us from the Jonker Center at Penn State Barron. As we'll be doing it again for another year, as we did it last year, doing it again this year. Tune us in on the usual venues. Watch the All-Star game. Valencia way inside for ball 3, 3-1. On Jackson. As Beavers look to get that crooked number up on that scoreboard. Scoreboard brought to us by Corry Federal Credit Union. Jackson looking for a pitch to drive to the outfield. Valencia's going to come home with it, and that's off this bat for a foul ball. And we'll do it again with another Dusty's. Well, no, it will be a Dusty's towing payoff pitch now because the count is full. Valencia got lucky there as he hit the bat. As Tucker ducked to get out of the way of it, but it hit his bat, went foul. So payoff pitch coming. Valencia will look right at Moon at third before he comes home with it. And it's beat right back to Valencia. That's going to score another run. They'll get the 1-3 put out, but give Jackson an RBI. So we'll take the out for the run, and the Beavers' lead is now 2-0. Braswell will come up to the dish now. As the Beavers get that crooked number up on the scoreboard. He takes upstairs for ball one. I know I've said it before, but I really like the sticker on Carson's helmet. That beaver head on the side of it looks really nice. Valencia still working from the stretch, even though he doesn't have anybody on base. He'll fire it on the outside part of the plate for ball two. 2-0. Braswell, the number 5th hitter in the lineup. So the Beavers being efficient, getting their runs across. Giving their starting pitcher, Hellier, some support from the plate. High pop up in the infield. Catcher looking for it. And makes the catch behind home plate for the 3rd out. As that will retire the Beavers as we head to the top of the 2nd inning with the Beavers leading 2-0. We'll be back right after this.
Bracken Funeral Home, located at 315 North Center Street, is proud to provide quality funeral and cremation services to the Corry area. They are honored to be able to assist families in their time of grief when the loss of a loved one occurs. The staff at Bracken Funeral Homes extends their compassionate and expertise in traditional, graveside, memorial, cremation, and pre-planning funeral services. Bracken's caring staff can also answer questions regarding Social Security benefits, insurances, veterans benefits, and grief counseling. For questions regarding further information, please call Bracken Funeral Home at 814-664-7735. Bracken Funeral Home. They listen, they advise, they support.
If you are carrying a balance on a high-interest credit card, it's time to switch cards and save. Transfer your balance to a Corry Federal Credit Union Visa Rewards card and enjoy 0% APR for 12 months while you earn reward points. Current card holders must have $500 or more in available credit. This offer is good through January 15th, so hurry into Corry Federal Credit Union today. Corry Federal Credit Union is located in Corry, Union City, and Spartansburg. Online at corryfcu.org. Some terms and conditions apply. Membership eligibility required. CFCU, federally insured by NCUA, equal housing lender.
And welcome back here to the DJ Experience Sports Stream. And we get ready to get into the top of the 2nd inning, brought to us by Epiphany's Emporium, with the Beavers leading 2-0 here. As they score 2 runs in the bottom of the 1st. As Hellier will walk the hill here and start inning number 2 with a 2-0 lead. Stepping in for the Dragons is Brian, the left fielder, as they continue to work through the lineup here for the first time. Hellier winds it up. Paints it right down center street for strike 1. Again, Hellier winds and fires. Misses down low for ball 1. Pushing the count to 1-1. Just a tick low for ball 2. 2-1. Again low for ball 3. 3-1. And it's outside for ball 4. Another Crossroads Fellowship walk. And the leadoff runner is aboard for the Dragons. That'll bring Valencia up to the plate. See if he can help himself out from the batter's box. Hellier working from the stretch now. Down low for ball 1. Hellier softball looking right at the man on first base, so they don't get as much of a lead as they probably would against a right-handed batter or pitcher. Puts it right down in there for strike one. Even to count 1-1. Hellier had 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Both looking. Gets the signals from Chamberlain. He'll come set on the hill. Driven out of play over the right field. Well over the concession stand as well. Valencia getting a hold of that, but drove it way out of bounds. And he'll be in the hole 1-2 now. That's into right field, down the line, and it'll be in the corner. And Valencia is going to be held to a long single as Brian gets all the way around to third base. And that J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit, and there's 2 aboard now. That'll bring Zadarko to the plate, right fielder. Courtesy runner for Valencia is going to be number 26 coming in. Thibodeau. Gabe Thibodeau. Pinch courtesy runner there, number 26 for Valencia. Zadarko looking to tie things up here as he'll step in with runners on the corner. Nobody out here, top of the second. Hellier comes set on the hill. Called strike, they'll throw down the second. And got underneath the tag. As a straight steal there. As the Dragons get 2 in scoring position now with that stolen base. Hellier comes set on the hill. Fires it home. Chamberlain stops it from going to the backstop. But that'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Dragons threatening to get on the board here. Again, that's low for ball 2. 2-1. Hellier misses inside for a 3-1 count. Already with 1 walk in this inning. 2 on the day. And misses outside, and that'll load him up. That'll bring Carlson to the plate, first baseman for the Dragons. As Chamberlain comes out to his pitcher, Hellier, they have a quick conversation before he'll settle back in behind the dish. Infield fly rule in effect now. Nobody out, bases loaded, full of Dragons. Carlson to the plate. As the Dragons look to get on the board here. Right down Center Street for strike 1. Hellier winds and fires. Chamberlain does a good job of stopping that one. 1-1 is the count. Driven into left field. Over the head of the Braswell drops in there. First run comes in. And they get it in, but we have a tie ball game now. 2 RBI single there by Carlson. And the Dragons have runners on the corners now. Still nobody out. And this is Franklin stepping up to the plate now. Still nobody out here. Fouled back into the backstop for strike 1. Dragons looking to flip the order over here as Franklin is the number 9 hitter. So it's back to the top of the order after this. And Hellier gets the second strike in there for an 0-2 count. Popped out of play. Hits the meshing or something somewhere and comes right back into the field of play. Field ump will look it over and give it back to him. 0-2 is the count on Franklin. Second baseman for the Dragons. Still nobody out. Pops it up into the air down the right field line. And it's going to be out of play. So the count stays at 0-2. Franklin will settle back into the box. The Beavers looking for their first out here in the top of the second. Slow curve misses outside for ball 1. 1-2 now. Fouled off the batter inside the box. So the count stays 1-2. Is that stings a little bit. A 1-2 count. Runners on first and third. Nobody out. 2 runs in already. As the Dragons are having themselves a long inning here. Right off the foot. There ain't no padding on that at all. On a crisp day here, upper 30s, that's got to tingle just a little bit. Popped up to right field. Trask coming in on it. He'll make the catch. Throw coming in. And safe at the plate is Zadarko as the Dragons take a 3-2 lead. Trask with a nice catch out there in right field for the first out. But the runner tags and scores. And it is 3-2 now. And we're back to the top of the order with Snyder. Snyder popped up to Swan his first time up in foul territory in the top of the first. Swung on a miss for strike 1. High fly ball, left field. Braswell comes in on it, makes the catch. And they might be able to double up the runner at first, and they do. Carlson gets doubled up off of first base. It's an ending double play for the Beavers. As Braswell started it, that's the 7-6-3 double play. So that will do it for the Dragons here in the top of the second. They get 3 runs in off of 1 hit. 2 walks. We'll head to the bottom of the second with the Dragons leading 3-2. We'll be back right after this.
Corry's only locally operated radio station is Channel 98.9. With your Erie weather, your favorite personalities.
Thank you so much for joining us on a Monday.
You see today local news, entertainment, and information around the clock. And Corry's Modern Rock. Channel 98.9, your one radio station.
The Corner Bar and Grills is conveniently located in downtown Corry, and the kitchen stays open until 10 p.m. to accommodate your schedule with late games and events. Can't make it to the game? Come watch it at the Corner, where they stream all the games. Cheer on your team while you enjoy our newly expanded menu of appetizers, salads, wings, burgers, and weekend specials. Their family-friendly dining features multiple dining options with their full menu available for dine-in, takeout, and easy online ordering. Don't feel like leaving the house? The Corner is Corry's only full-service restaurant available for delivery on DoorDash. Follow them on Instagram and Facebook, and check out their website at www.cornerbarcorry.com for updates on weekly events, live music, and daily specials. Stop in at the Corner tonight, where friends and family meet.
Welcome back here to the DJ Experience Sports Stream. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Dragons scored 3 in the top half of the second and take a 3-2 lead here as Gantz steps in to lead things off here, takes a called strike for strike 1 as he's in the hole 0-1 here, getting things going in the bottom of the second. Again, brought to us by Epiphany's Emporium. Valencia on the hill for the Dragons. And Gantz swings and misses the second pitch for an 0-2 count. Trask awaits on deck. Then it'll be Hellier, followed by Johnson, and back to the top of the order for the Beavers here. Hopefully they get that far. Gantz in the hole here. Lays off of that, pitch nicely. Pushing it to 1-2 now. Valencia misses again outside for ball 2. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed for a Rossbecker strikeout, and there's one away. Second strikeout on the day for Valencia. That'll bring Trask to the plate. Made a nice catch out there in right field, the top half of the second. See if he can get this offense started here. Valencia misses outside for ball 1. Just not warming up out here today. Sun trying to peek through the clouds a little bit as Valencia misses outside for ball 2. 2-0. Valencia again continues to work from the stretch. It's what he's comfortable with, but that got trashed right between the 2 and the 8. It's an HBP, and he'll head down to first base. We got a lot of sponsors, but I don't think we have a sponsor for Hit by Pitch, so we'll call it a Crossroads Fellowship Walk. As Trask safely down at first, that'll bring Hellier to the plate. See if he can help himself out from the batter's box and get the Beavers back out in front. Valencia misses outside, and Trask safely back into first. But he's going to have to pay attention a little bit more out on the base paths there. Nearly got picked off. Valencia comes set on the hill. Bunted down the first base side, foul. UTEG's body shop foul ball. And that'll even the count at 1-1. And again, Hellier bunts it foul for a 1-2 count. Trying to get Trash down to second base. 1-2 on Hellier. It's low and outside for ball 2. Evens the count 2-2. Trash staying on first base. He'll get a lead. Hit through the right side. It'll be a J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit as Hellier is safely aboard. And he did his job of getting the runner down to second. So the Beavers with 2 aboard now. And Johnson comes to the dish. Valencia wants a different ball. He'll flip it to home, and they'll give him a different one. 1 away. Johnson is the number 9 hitter for the Beavers. So Chamberlain is on deck. Valencia comes home, misses outside for ball 1. Valencia fires home, puts it right down center streak. Evens count at 1-1. Fouled off third base side for a 1-2 count now. Johnson going to have to protect. Trying to get the Beavers back up to a tied game or out in front. In the hole here, 1-2. Valencia looking for another Rosbecker strikeout. And that's down low for ball 2. 2-2. Slow curve got him as Johnson swung through it for strike 3. It's a Rosbecker strikeout. And that's the second out of the inning for Valencia. And it's back to the top of the order in Chamberlain. He singled his first time up, stole second, stole third, and came in and scored the first run for the Beavers. Outside for ball 1. Valencia's going to have to be careful with Chamberlain, one of the better hitters, if not the best hitter for the Beavers, as he's the leadoff guy. Looking to drive in Trash from second base. Misses again outside for ball 2. Carson got a single on a 3-1 count, back to lead things off in the bottom of the first. Valencia will come set on the hill. That's high into the backstop, and the runners will advance. 3-0 is the count. And it went from hopefully scoring a guy from second to maybe driving in 2 here for Chamberlain, as he has 2 in scoring position now with a 3-0 count. Not a lot of speed at third base with Trask, but Hellier's good wheels at second. Valencia will come home, and it's outside. Trask takes a look and then heads back to third. It's a 4-pitch walk, and the bases are loaded for the Beavers. Another Crossroads Fellowship walk. As Moon will come to the plate, he walked his first time. Kind of like Chamberlain, stole second, stole third, and scored the second run for the Beavers in the bottom of the first. Beavers looking for some 2-out magic here. Valencia looking for that third out to get out of the inning. Bases juiced, full of Beavers. And that's outside for ball 1. Beavers being very patient today in the box, making Valencia throw strikes. Called strike there as Valencia paints the outside corner to even the count at 1-1. Beavers scored 2 in the bottom of the first. Dragons came back top of the second, scored 3, and that's how we got to the 3-2 score for the Dragons out in front. And Valencia puts it right in there for strike 2, 1-2, as the Beavers are down to their last strike in this inning. Bases again full of Beavers here as they try to get back into this. Valencia comes home, and that's over the top of the plate, over the top of everybody. I think he just lost the handle on that one as he released it to come home, but it hit the back of the wall here and come right back to the catcher. And Trask not able to score from third, but it's a 2-2 count now on Moon. Moon looking for something to drive to the outfield. And that's outside for ball 3. So here comes another Dusty's Towing payoff pitch. And no place to put them because the bases are full. Moon looking for an RBI. Might even get it without even have to put the ball into play. Valencia will fire home. And that's outside for ball 4. And we have a tie ball game. Back-to-back walks there. It'll push a run across home plate. And that'll bring Swan to the dish. Valencia paints the outside corner for strike 1. Swan went down swinging his first time up for the first out in the first inning. On a full count. So here comes Valencia. Misses outside for ball 1 to even it at 1-1. Beavers need a little more 2-out magic here to regain the lead. Hellier down at third. Chamberlain at second. Moon at first. And that's fouled out of play by Swan, so he's in the hole now, 1-2. Swan settles back in the box. Valencia settles in on the hill. And we're ready for another pitch. Oh, way out in front of it for strike 3. It's a Rosbecker strikeout, and that will end the inning. Beavers get a run back. We're tied at 3 as we head to the top of the third in a 3-3 ball game. Be back right after this.
Located at 3032 West Main Street, the Corry Central Labor Club supports all Corry athletics and the community all year long. They invite you to join today and be a part of the fellowship. For more information on the Corry Central Labor Club, visit them on Facebook or give them a call today at 814-663-3133.
There'd be a lot of things that didn't get accomplished if it wasn't for the Corry Community Foundation. They've just really been a driver behind improving the community.
3 of the organizations that I'm heavily involved with get assistance along with grants from the Corry Community Foundation.
Organizations know that they are backed up, that they have somewhere to go if necessary for their funds.
You don't have to be a millionaire. You can leave couple $100, you can leave a couple $1,000, you can leave whatever. When everybody pulls together, it makes a big difference.
Your money is long going to outlive you for the benefit and the good of the community. So by going through the Corry Community Foundation, it will ensure that our money gets put in the places we care about here within Corry.
Located at 14333 Main Street in Wattsburg, Corry Custom Machine specializes in CNC turning, CNC vertical machining, Swiss screw machining, and Brown and Sharp screw machines. Corry Custom Machine offers superior quality and precision parts demanded in today's industry. They invite your inquiries and look forward to the opportunity to provide you quality machine parts. Learn more today by visiting CorryCustomMachine.com.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd, and I'm at the ballpark at Columbus for some varsity action here. Beavers taking on the Dragons. And we have a brand new ball game as we get into the top of the third inning. It's a 3-3 game. Third inning brought to us by Cafaro's Custom Butchering. New sponsor. Thanks for joining us this year. Hell, you're out on the hill one more time here for the Beavers. And it is Sheen leading off here for the Dragons, and he takes ball 1. Hellier bounces it in there. I think I hit the grass before home plate. Crisp, cool afternoon here. Swung on and missed. I say he fouled it off. Evens the count 1-1. Sheen struck out looking his first time up in the first inning on a full count. As Hellier got him napping at the plate. He'll wind it up. Driven into center field. Coming in on it is Jackson. Makes the catch, and there's one away. That'll bring Cochran to the plate. He walked his first time up on 4 straight pitches. A little lefty on lefty action here. Misses outside for ball 1. Rue working right along here on the hill. Slow curve misses down low for ball 2. Beavers back in action again on Monday here at the ballpark against Fairview. 4:30 start time. And Hellier in the hole here, 3-0 on Cochran for the second time. As hasn't found the strike zone here yet. And it's another 4-pitch walk for Cochran as he'll scamper down to first base. Dragons have yet another runner aboard here. They have had runners in every inning here today. Wyman steps in. He got struck out looking his first time up to end the first. This is belted right to Swan. Swan will flip to Moon on the first, and it's another inning-ending double play by the Beavers. 4-6-3 will do it for the Dragons. We'll head to the bottom of the third, still tied at 3 right after this.
With over 25 years of professional and complete land surveying experience, Corry J. Lambert can take care of all your surveying needs. Licensed in Pennsylvania and New York, Corry J. Lambert offers boundary, construction, flood elevation, and other specialized surveys. Get a quote today by giving them a call at 814-964-1196. And make sure to check their website out at www.cjlambertsurveying.com. Corry J. Lambert Surveying, 916 Blue Eyed Road in Spring Creek. The Corry Manor has proudly served the Corry, Union City, and Clymer areas since 1980. Whether care is needed for a short period of time or you have decided to call the Corry Manor home, the Corry Manor is grateful you have chosen them. For over 50 years, the Corry Manor and their HCF family has maintained a tradition of caring by compassionately providing care for each of their residents and families like their own. For more information, give them a call today at 814-664-9606 or visit them online at www.corrymanor.com. The Corry Manor, a tradition of caring.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Bottom of the third here, brought to us by Cafaro's Custom Butchering. And it's Jackson leading things off here in the bottom of the third. Takes upstairs for ball one. He hit back to the pitcher 1-3 on a put out that scored an RBI back in the first. Missed outside for ball two. That was on a full count. Jackson looking to get things started here in the third for the Beavers. They've scored 2 in the first, 1 in the third to tie it at 3. Swung on a miss there for strike 1. Good cut there by Tucker. Braswell waiting on deck. Valencia on the hill here for the Dragons. That's fouled off of home plate. And we'll go directly behind home plate. And that will even account at 2 balls, 2 strikes on another UTEG's Body Shop foul ball. Valencia continuing to work from that stretch is kind of unusual. Jackson gets a hold of it, sends it to center field. It's in the gap. Coming over from right field, making the catch for the first out is the right fielder, Zadarko. And there's one away. Brazel popped up to the catcher his first time up to end the first. Valencia gets a dried off ball, or a drier ball, I should say. A lot of moisture out there on the field. Valencia misses down low for ball 1. Looks like he's got good velocity out there, just having a little difficulty finding the strike zone consistently. He'll come set on the hill. Off the dish for ball 2. 2-0. Swung on a miss for strike 1. I think Carson might have been a little out in front of that one. Valencia moving the ball around a lot out there. Came inside on that one, maybe a little bit high. High and inside again for ball 3, 3-1. And that's upstairs for ball 4. Another Crossroads Fellowship walk. And the Beavers have yet another base runner here with 1 out. Gantz will look to advance Braswell down to second. He struck out on a 2-2 count to lead off the second inning. His only other time up. Braswell with the lead at first. Gets a running start. It's a called strike. I guess he should have kept on going because the catcher dropped the ball. He would have been in standing up. Good lead down there at first for Braswell. As he'll look to do it again. He's going this time, pitches outside. Throw down to second, not in time. Braswell in there safely with a stolen base. No stopping that time. A runner in scoring position for Gantz in the box with a 1-1 count, 1 out here. Bottom of the third in a tie ball game. Braswell again gets a good lead off a second. Swung on a miss by Gantz for a 1-2 count. Shortstop getting in behind Braswell to try to hold him on. Fouled back into the mesh. Count stays at 1-2. Braswell stays at second base. Trask waits on deck. Gantz trying to advance the runner for the Beavers here. Valencia looking for the second out. Swung on a miss by Gantz, and there's 2 away. Another Rossbecker strikeout for Valencia. And Gantz retired for the second time via the Rossbecker strikeout. Trask coming to the plate. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Came around and scored a 3rd run for the Beavers in the second. Braswell dancing on the base paths out there, giving Valencia some noise. Trask takes a good cut and misses for strike 1. Valencia comes set on the hill. Trask swings through it, throw down to second. It gets by the second baseman as Braswell safe back in there, but not far enough to have Braswell scamper down to third. Trask in the hole here, 0-2. Valencia looking to put a goose egg up on the scoreboard here. Keep it a tie game and push us to the 4th inning. Valencia will come set on the hill. Catcher interference called as the glove was knocked off the catcher by Trask, and he'll be awarded first base. On a cold day like today, that's got to sting a little bit. So runners on first and second now. And that'll bring Hellier to the dish. He singled his last time up with a J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit. And got stranded on third. So there's 2 away here now. Hit towards second. Second base will scoop it up, throw to first in time. And that's the 3rd out. So the 4-3 put out will do it for the Beavers here. We'll head to the top of the 4th in a 3-3 game. Be back right after this.
Since 1945, Corry Manufacturing Company has been developing processes in the manufacturing of aircraft and gas turbine components. Their specialties are assemblies that supply air, water, fuel, and oil to the engine. Corry Manufacturing Company has been voted Best Manufacturing Employer in Corry with over 75 years of manufacturing excellence. They are currently hiring for all positions and would like you to come and join the team. Contact the Human Resources Office today at 814-664-9611. Corry Manufacturing Company would like to wish all the student athletes the best of luck in the 2024-25 season. The mission at Crossroads Fellowship is to invite people into a life-changing relationship with Jesus Christ and to build a vibrant, loving community where all can experience His grace and truth. They are committed to being a place where everyone, regardless of background, can encounter the hope and peace and purpose found in Jesus. Through authentic worship, compassionate service, and genuine connection, Crossroads Fellowship aims to inspire and equip people to follow Christ and share His love with the world. Sunday services start at 10 a.m. with children and youth care provided, complete with clearances. Crossroads Fellowship, we're better with you here. 17721 Route 89 in Corry. Corry Chevrolet is a family-operated and locally owned car dealership offering an award-winning General Motors service department with factory-trained and certified technicians and offer a fully stocked parts department. Corry Chevrolet's personal dedication is to provide you the very best sales and service experience. Contact Chop, Shane, or Bill today at 814-664-8614. Corry Chevrolet, a family dealership with your family in mind. Located at the Y in Columbus.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Top of the fourth inning, 3-3 ball game. Brian leading things off here for the Dragons. The K&E Surveyors fourth inning. Hellier misses down low for ball one. Brian walked on a 3-1 count his first time up. Come around and scored the first run for the Dragons, leading off the second inning. And he takes ball two down low as well for a 2-0 count. Hellier misses outside for a 3-0 count. Called strike there to push it to 3-1. Hellier trying to work back into the count here. Fires another one in there, and he has just done that. Made it a full count, so we'll have a Dusty's Towing payoff pitch up coming. As Hellier was looking for another Rossbecker strikeout. And this is lined towards short, gobbled up by Moon. Good throw to first. It's a 6-3 put out, and there's one away. That'll bring Valencia to the dish for the Dragons. He singled his first time up, and then the courtesy runner stole second and came around and scored the second run for the Dragons. Nice curveball in there for a call to strike. Got him looking there. Good place to start that one. As Hellier gets out in front 0-1. Threw it again, but misses outside for ball one. Evens count 1-1. Just inside for ball two. 2-1. The Lady Beavers in action today at 1 o'clock against the Franklin Knights, as they're probably just getting going over at the high school. This driven in the hole. Nice diving stab there by Moon. Strong throw to first, and it pulls Gantz off the bag. Nice diving play to his right was Moon. Got the stop, but couldn't get the throw over to first in time as it pulled Gantz off the bag. We'll give Valencia an infield hit as he's 2 for 2 on the day. And the Dragons come back with another base runner here. As Zadarka walked his first time up, come around and scored the third run for the Dragons. All done in that second inning. And again, courtesy runner is Thibodeau. Down at first base. Hellier misses for ball 1 to Zadarko. Zadarko made a nice running catch out in right field to get the first out in the third inning for the Dragons. Swings and misses there for strike 1 to even it at 1-1. Zadarko looking down at the third base coach, getting some signals. He'll settle back into the box with a 1-1 count here. Hellier misses outside for ball 2, 2-1. Hellier misses again outside for ball 3, 3-1. Beavers' defense has been pretty stout here today. They turned a double play in the second inning, turned another double play in the third. They could really use one here. He paints the knees with a strike there called, and that will full up the count. So with Dusty's towing payoff pitch upcoming. Hellier comes set on the hill, lines it, and it's caught by the third baseman trying to double up the runner at first, and the runner safely back in. That was a line shot by Zadarko and a good catch over there by Johnson as he smoked it right to him. Much needed out there for the Beavers, and that'll bring Carlson to the plate. He singled his first time up back in the second before he was doubled up off of first base. Takes inside for ball 1. Sun keeps trying to poke through the clouds as Hellier puts it in there on a called strike to even count at 1-1, but it's not warming up here at the ballpark at Columbus. It's still cold. Got the heater cranked up in here, but it ain't warmed up much. Hellier misses outside with ball 2, 2-1. Lifted to right field. It's hooking foul out of play. And that'll even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got 2 outs here, top of the 4th. K&E Surveyors 4th inning. Hellier looking to retire the side and get out of here with a tie ball game. Got him swinging. A Rosbecker strikeout to end it. And we'll head to the bottom of the 4th, still tied at 3. Be back right after this.
Dahlia Gifts and Decor offers great gifts and goods for you and your home. Try their loose leaf teas, honey, and dips. They have handmade jewelry, leather goods, refurbished antiques and vintage items, and handmade items by local artisans. From baby, wedding, and anniversary items to bath and body, candles, room sprays, pet items, and so much more, Dahlia's has seasonal decor to meet your needs, and new items are added all the time. So what are you waiting for? Stop in at Dahlia Gifts and Decor, 10 South Center Street in Corry.
Hey, this is Dusty at Dusty's Towing, down here at 11970 Roosevelt Highway. If you're in need of a tow, give us a call, 814-964-4087. Thanks for keeping us on our toes.
I do this because I love it. I love working with my hands, I love working with people. I love watching things transform from what they used to be to what we can make them become. We are a full-service general contractor. We do everything from the ground up. We take pride in the fact that we don't use a lot of subcontractors. We have our own in-house masons, cement, roofers, siders, drywall finishing, electricians. This is our 20th year in business. Our employees mean the world to us. We couldn't do what we do without the guys that we have. And we take pride in the fact that most of the guys that have been here for a very long time. If you're looking to have a project done, feel free to reach out to us.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd. We're at the ballpark at Columbus. Home game for the Beavers today, taking on the Warren Dragons. Johnson leaned things off here, bottom of the fourth, and a tie ball game. Takes upside for ball one. Johnson is the number 9 hitter, and then it's back to the top of the order as Chamberlain awaits on deck. Johnson struck out his first time up as he takes another ball outside for a 2-0 count. Made a nice catch on a line drive in the last half inning. That was for the second out in the fourth, top of the fourth. Looking to get a board here, lead things off bottom of the fourth. Takes upstairs 3-0. So golden opportunity here for Johnson to get a board. Valencia has struggled with the strike zone all day. He'll come set on the hill. And it's off the dish, a 4-pitch walk. And the leadoff runner is aboard. Another Crossroads Fellowship walk, and the Beavers are going to start through the lineup for the third time. Chamberlain, 1 for 1 on a day with a walk and a run scored and 2 stolen bases. Snyder out to talk to his pitcher, as Valencia has yet to throw over to any base to check on a runner. So here we go. Leadoff man aboard, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth, tie ball game. And the top of the order up here, Chamberlain, as it looked to advance the runner, Johnson, down to second. Valencia comes home, popped up right at second base, making the catch, and there's one away. That'll bring Moon up to the dish. Moon also, no, Moon's 0 for, he ain't had official at bat. He's walked both times he's been up. Also with a couple of stolen bases and a run scored. Johnson getting a good lead at first. There he goes, throw down to second. Not in time. And Johnson safely into second base with a stolen base, as the Beavers have been very aggressive on the base paths today. I believe that was a ball on Moon. So now a runner in scoring position. Moon with a 1-0 count. The Dragons will try to keep Johnson close to second, as both the shortstop and a second baseman dancing around with him out there on the base paths. And Moon pops this up into the infield. Second baseman calling for it. Can't make the play. It's going to fall in for an infield hit. And Johnson unable to advance. And we're going to have 2 aboard with Swan coming to the dish. Give Moon an infield hit as he gets aboard. And we're going to have a Corry Manor injury timeout as the second baseman kind of took a little slide there. Franklin, as his coach is going to come out and take a look at him, have a chit-chat with him. Hopefully he is okay. A little hunched over there. You can see the skid mark just above the pitcher's mound there. Where Franklin took a little slide with as he was trying to adjust to the ball. Again, with a playable out there on the field today, but took a lot of water in this week, last couple of weeks, and it looks like Franklin going to stay in the game as his coach is going to head back to the dugout. Johnson will head back to second base. Moon safely over here at first, and Swan at the dish. Swan struck out both times he's been up. The first out in the first inning and the third out in the second. On a full count in the first and on a 1-2 count in the second. So Swan's due to put the ball in play here as the Beavers look to break up this 3-3 tie. 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the fourth. And Swan takes low outside for ball 1. Both teams have had the lead once today. Valencia going the distance so far. Loses it, and the catcher can't get the control of it, and the runners are going to advance on the pass ball. So runners on second and third now. Swan with a 2-0 count. Can drive in a couple of runs. He takes a called strike for a 2-1 count. Jackson awaiting on deck for the Beavers. Lined to the second baseman. Throw over to third, not in time. Johnson safely back there as Franklin makes a nice catch there on the line out. And there's 2 away. That'll bring Jackson to the dish. He hit into a 1-3 put out his first time up and then flew out to right field his last time in the third. Go ahead run down at third. Valencia misses outside with ball 1. Outside for ball 2. 2-0. Valencia comes set on a hill. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Jackson with a healthy cut there. Coming up empty. 2-1. Valencia looking to wiggle off the hook here. Jackson helps him out, swinging at that one. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Valencia again comes set on the hill. Misses outside for ball 3. That's going to make the count full. And we're going to have a Dusty's towing payoff pitch upcoming here. Jackson's worked the count full his first time up before he hit into a 1-3 put out. Valencia set on the hill. Misses outside for ball 4. It's another Crossroads Fellowship walk, and the bases are loaded again for the Beavers. Braswell steps up to the dish. 2 outs here. Bottom of the 4th. Bases juice the Beavers. Swung on a miss by Braswell. Again, a little bit out in front of that one. He walked his last time up. He popped up to the catcher his first time. Valencia will come home. Down low for ball 1. Evens it at 1-1. Beavers scored 2, bottom of the 1st. Dragons came back with 3 in the top of the 2nd. Beavers answered with another 1 in the bottom of the 2nd, and that's where we stand, 3-3 here. Upstairs and inside for ball 2, 2-1 on Braswell. Valencia's going to come home with it. That's upstairs for ball 3, 3-1. Valencia will come set on the hill. And that's upstairs, ball 4. And that will give the Beavers the lead as the Crossroads Fellowship walk will push a run home. So back-to-back walks here. And we're going to have a Jim's Automotive timeout here. Is going to have maybe a pitching change here. The day for Valencia will be done on the hill as they're going to hand the ball off to, looks like that's number 24, Blum. So Blum's going to come in from center field. He'll pitch. Bottom of the 4th, and we'll have to see where Valencia is going to go. Or if somebody else is going to come in. Yeah, it looks like Valencia is going out to left field. We'll mark him down for 7. Well, it looks like number 10 coming into the ball game. Looks like he's going to right. So did Zadarko slide over to center? No, Valencia went to left, but number 10 came in. That's Chase, and he's going to right field. Center fielder is on the mound. I think the right fielder was Zadarko. He's going to go to center. But who came out then? No, whoever was in left. Brian was in left, number 3. So 10 is in for Brian, I believe. And that is Chase. And it is Gantz up the bat now for the Beavers, and he has struck out both times he's been up. Blum on the hill has inherited bases loaded, 2 outs, and Gantz swings at the first pitch for strike 1. Trask waiting on deck. Beavers out in front, 4-3 now. And that's high and inside for ball one. 1-1. Blum will come home with it. Spikes it in the dirt, gets by the catcher. Here comes Moon, and it's another insurance run across on the wild pitch. And the Beavers extend their lead to 5-3. All the runners advance. Two and one is the count. Gantz looking to get another run in. And again, it's down low for ball three. 3-1. That's a big run down at third base. Beaver could really use another insurance run here. Blum on the hill. And Gantz fouls it back into the backstop, so we'll have a Dusty's towing payoff pitch up coming because they got no more boxes to check off here. We got a full count. Gantz settles back into the box. Blum settles in on the hill. And that's outside for ball four, and the bases are reloaded. Another another Crossroads Fellowship walk. That's the third one in a row. As Trask will come to the plate. He was hit by a pitch, his first at-bat, so that doesn't count. He even had catcher's interference his last at-bat, so that one doesn't count. So he's 0 for 0 on the day with a run scored. And he'll settle into the box now with bases loaded. And he lines it right back up the middle. It's going to get through. And they're going to hold the runners up. Everybody's safe with a J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit. And the Beavers tack on to yet another run to make it a 6-3 ball game. And they're not done yet, as Hellier will come up to the dish. He'll take down low for ball one. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Base hit his first time. Hit into a 4-3 putout his last time. And it's an HBP, and that's going to score another run. Right in the square of the back. And the Beavers have battered around the lineup here today in this inning. And it's Johnson coming to the dish for the second time in this inning. Swung on a miss for strike one. Beavers is starting to open this game up out in front by 4 now as they put a crooked number up on the Corry Federal Credit Union scoreboard. Johnson swings at the second pitch there for strike two. He's in the hole 0-2 now. Going to have to be protecting here. Bases loaded of Beavers. 4 runs across this inning. That spiked in the dirt. Good stop there by Schneider to keep it in front of him. 1-2 now. Chamberlain awaiting on deck with the shin guards on as he's playing catcher today. Swung on a miss by Johnson. We're down on strike. The Rosbecker strikeout to end it. Beavers get 4 big runs here and lead it 7-4. After 4 complete, we'll be back right after a word from one of our sponsors.
Located at 34 North Center Street, Epiphany's Emporium offers an abundance of handcrafted artisan items. Open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sundays from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Epiphany's Emporium invites you to come check out their creative inventory. They have gift items like pottery, jewelry, leather handbags, and journals. They also have crystals, handcrafted wood items, fiber art, and art supplies. Check out their craft sodas as well. It's all at Epiphany's Emporium. Let your creativity soar.
At Erie County Community College, we offer students of every kind access to education. For the student who's been out of school for 30 years, to the professional trying to move up in their job, or someone trying to start a new career, you belong here. Community college can be a stepping stone or a way to get right into the workforce. With online and in-person class times, it's education your way on your schedule. Come learn with us at EC3. Tuition is free. For more information, visit ec3pa.org.
It's the Fox Family Insurance Kickoff. Fox Family Insurance is your local team of experts for all things Medicare. They can help you through the Medicare maze, whether you are still working, already retired, or planning your retirement. Beth and Patty at Fox Family Insurance can help you with all your Medicare plan options. Located at the Corry Jamestown Credit Union Building on North Center Street in Corry.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd here at the ballpark at Columbus. We're in the top of the fifth. Fifth inning brought to us by Corry Central Labor Club. A little mid-game report here. I believe we have a sponsor for that somewhere. Well, anyways, Carney and Ruth Law Office is a pitching change, but we don't have that. We did have a pitching change by the Dragons this last inning, but Beavers scored 3 in the bottom of the first, or scored 2 in the bottom of the first. Dragons came back, scored 3 in the top of the second. Beavers answered with a 1 run in the bottom of the second. Then nobody scored in the third, and the Beavers just scored 4 in the bottom of the fourth as Hellier starts out the fifth inning with a ball down low. And the batter is Franklin, I believe. He is for the second time here. He flew out to right field his first time up. And he has a good hitter's count here, 2-0. Good to see he made a quick recovery from that injury, we'll call it. And he'll hammer this one out into left field. Coming in on it is Braswell, and he makes a nice running catch for the first out. 1 away. Braswell hustling in from left field to make that catch in shallow left center field. And it's back to the top of the order for the Dragons as they'll start through the lineup for the third time. Snyder. Called strike in the hole 0-1. Just trying to look. He's 0 for 2 on the day. As he takes down low for ball 1 to even a count at 1-1. Hit towards third. Johnson's going to gobble it up. Strong throw over to first. And it's a 5-3 put out, 2 away. Making it look easy out there. And this is just the inning that the Beavers need, a 1-2-3 inning, as Sheen will come to the plate now. 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout. Flew out to center his last time up on a 1-1 count. As I was mentioning, Hellier on the hill again. And Sheen swinging at a high pitch there for strike 1. Nice looking pitch there, but missing outside for ball 1. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes right back with another nice looking curve, and Sheen can't lay off of it. He's in the hole now, 1-2. Kind of shaking his head and talking to himself. Hellier's going to fire it in there. And take it inside for ball 2 is Sheen. Even the count at 2-2. Hit towards third. Johnson gobbles it up. And it's another 5-3 put out. And the Dragons go 1-2-3. We'll head to the not the top, it's the bottom. It's the bottom of the 5th. You'll think I'm having the bottom of the 5th as well, but we'll take a quick break, get a word in from one of our sponsors, be back right after this.
With its roots based in Corry, PA, Gladiator Law Firm is happy to provide legal services to Erie, Crawford, and Warren counties. You can look to Gladiator Law Firm for assistance with all of your legal family questions, including custody, divorce, property disputes, PFAs, and estate planning. Looking to sell your home? Looking to buy a home? Have you found yourself in a contract dispute? Are you trying to start a new business? Contact Gladiator Law Firm today at 814-663-1108. Gladiator Law Firm, a local firm providing for your local needs. Located at 983 North Center Street, Healthy Smiles of Corry is committed to making sure their Corry neighbors have access to good customer service and excellence in dentistry. Everyone on their team values their patient relationships and make it their priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate, and complete oral care that you and your family deserve. Healthy Smiles wants all their patients to leave their practice with a beautiful and healthy smile that they love to show off. For more information, contact them today at 814-664-4011 or visit them online at www.healthysmilesofcorry.com.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Beavers out in front 7-3. I wouldn't say it's comfortably out in front, but they're not feeling much pressure right now. Beavers have scored in all but one inning here. 2 in the first, 1 in the second. Nothing in the third, 4 in the fourth. And they're here at bat in the 5th to see if they can't add on here and put this game away. Blum on the hill again here for a second inning as he came in relief last inning as Valencia threw a nice game but ran into a little trouble in that 4th inning with the walks. Beavers had 4 runs scored on 1 hit. So there was 4 walks and 1 hit by a pitch in that last inning. Blum missing with ball 1 as Chamberlain leads off here in the bottom of the 5th. And I'm informed we have a new catcher. I believe that's number 10, isn't it? Or 18. Chamberlain takes a called strike to even count at 1-1. I can't tell with the strap through the middle of the back there. I thought 10 was out in right field. And they don't have an 18 listed. It looks like 10. But I don't know who that is out in right field then. Anyways, it's a 2-1 count here on Chamberlain. As Blum will fire it home. And this is lifted towards short. Nice diving catch to his right. And that is number 6, Schneider. That's the starting catcher. Making a nice line catch there on Chamberlain for the first out of the 5th. Moon will step in with 1 out now. Bounced in there for ball 1. I'm going to say that is number 10. That's Chase in catching. Again, Blum misses down low for ball 2. 2-0 on Moon, who was 1 for 1 on the day with 2 walks and 2 runs scored. He'll take a strike on the outer part of the plate, pushing the count to 2-1. Blum fires it in there, and Moon lines it right back up through the middle for a J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit, and there's one aboard with one out. Moon with back-to-back base hits in the last two at-bats. And that'll bring Swan to the dish. He's 0 for 3 on the day, so he's really due. Outside, ball 1. Moon gets a lead at first. Blum paints the outside corner for strike 1 and evens the count at 1-1. That's spiked in the dirt, and Moon will scamper down to second on the pass ball. 2-1 is the count on Swan. And the Beavers get another man in scoring position. And I'd say if Moon can score from second this inning, I'd be comfortably out in front 8-3. Line towards second and through. That's going to score Moon. Throw's going to come home. It's going to be well over the head of the catcher and up against the dugout, and Swan down to second base on the throw home. And the Beavers are trying to put this one away. Another J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit for the Beavers. Beavers comfortably out in front, 8-3 now. Still with a runner in scoring position. Jackson takes high for ball 1. Jackson's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a run scored back in the 4th. Swings and misses there for strike 1. Even to count at 1-1. He's our Corry Higher Ed Spotlight Player of the game. Get another insurance run in here. A runner down at second. And that's hit right to the second baseman. He'll gobble it up and throw to first. That'll advance Swan over to third on the 4-3 put out by Franklin. And there's 2 away. Braswell comes to the dish for the Beavers. Had himself a nice at-bat last at-bat. Got the walk. He's walked twice today. So he's 0 for 1, walked twice with a run scored. In the dirt for ball 1. Swan down at third. You hate leaving runs out there. And you say, well, the Beavers out in front by 5. Well, they could be out in front by 6. Upstairs for ball 2. 2-0. Beaver Nation out in full force down there in that left field parking lot. All swaddled up in their blankets and hoodies and sweatshirts. And that's ball 3. 3-0. As the Warren Dragon pitching continues to struggle here today with finding the strike zone. Called strike on the outside corner. Makes it 3-1. Belted down the left field line, and it's going to get in there. Another J.H. Napa Auto Parts single for the Beavers as Braswell drives Swan in from third. So Swan comes in from third, scores. No, it's 9. It's not 3 runs this inning. It's 2. My bad. Gant steps in, takes outside for ball 1. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Evens count 1 ball, 1 strike. Gant still looking for his first hit of the day. He's got 2 strikeouts and a walk. He walked his last time up. Pops it up to right field. And the Dragons make the catch out there to retire the side. Beavers strike for 2 big runs here. And lead it 9-3, heading into the top of the 6th. Be back right after this.
Humes Ford of Corry is proud to be one of the premier dealerships in the Corry area, carrying a full line of new Ford products and all makes of quality used vehicles. Humes Ford offers auto sales, financing, service, and parts. From the moment you walk into their showroom, you'll know their commitment to customer service is second to none. Whether you need to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned vehicle, you've come to the right place. Humes Ford of Corry, 13626 Route 6 in Corry. Contact them today at 814-665-8207 or visit them online at www.humesford.net.
Well, welcome back here, folks. So I see Cochran got on base. Get a hit, Larry? Walk. Popped up to second for the first out. So there's one away here. And this is Brian. He stayed in the game. He's got a 2-2 count. As I'm still playing catch-up. Hellier misses upstairs for ball 3. Full count here. So Dusty's towing payoff pitch up coming. And that's outside for ball 4. Another Crossroads Fellowship walk, and there's 2 aboard. Four's coming in for 15, he said. That's the top of the 6th. 6th inning brought to us by Corry Community Foundation. Number 4 is Dippold. And I wonder where number 10 is going to fit into Chase. Brady Chase, he was the catcher, so we'll have to see where he comes into the batting order. I believe he might have come in for Carlson, number 40, but we'll have to see because I believe I saw Cochran playing first. As the Dragons have switched up their lineup all over the place. So Dipple will step in here for his first at-bat. Hellier on the hill again for the Beavers here in the 6th. Just a tick high for ball 1. Didn't miss by much. Again, upstairs a little bit more this time for ball 2, 2-0. I apologize. I had to take a little nature walk down to the bathroom there. Mother Nature calling me pretty hard there. Didn't want to have a mess here in the press box, so I went down and took care of business. And missing with a 3rd pitch there upstairs for ball 3, 3-0. Right down Center Street for a called strike there, 3-1. As Rue tries to get back into this one. Dipple yet to swing the bat at anything. And you don't need to with a walk there. And the bases are loaded. Another Crossroads Fellowship walk. We're going to have a Jim's Automotive timeout here as Coach C comes out of the dugout. And it looks like he's going to make a Carney and Ruth pitching change. As he's going to send Hellier out to right field, it looks like. Trask is going to come in from right field. Chamberlain's going to stay at catcher. Trask, I believe, is going to go to first base. Swan's going to go to the hill. And I believe Gantz is going to go to second. So Hellier out to right. Gantz from first to second. Trask in from right to first base. And Wyatt Swan from second into or onto the hill. So Coach C looking to close out the W here today. will put Swan on the hill. And he'll get his arm loosened up. And that's the glove that we seen Coach C bringing out, was a first baseman's glove for Trask at first base. As Trask and Gantz are playing catch down the first, second base line. Swan getting an arm loosened up. So here we are, top of the sixth. Top of six, Swan goes to pitch. Gantz goes to second. Trask goes to first. And Hellier goes to right field. So those are all the changes that we have there. As Zadarko will be the next batter up for the Dragons with the bases loaded. One out here, top of the sixth. Sixth inning again brought to us by Corry Community Foundation. As the outs are starting to tick away here for the Dragons, and they're trailing by 6 now. But a golden opportunity to cut into that lead the Beavers have built up. As Zadarko will step in with one out, bases loaded. Zadarko 0 for 1 on a day with a walk, a run scored. He was the go-ahead run back in the top of the second as he scored the third run for the Dragons. He lined out to third his last time up as Johnson made a nice catch down there at third base. And Swan puts it in there for a called strike. 0-1. Upstairs with ball one, evens the count 1-1. So the Beavers have walked the bases loaded here. Zadarko swings through that pitch for strike 2. Sandwiched in amongst the walks has been a pop up to second base that Swan made the catch on before he was called to the hill. And it's a Ross Becker strikeout. Got him looking. As Zadarko a little confused on that pitch. Thought that was well inside, but there's 2 away now. As Swan will try to wiggle off of this hook and not give up anything. And that's fouled off the left field side for strike 1, and that is Chase, I believe, number 10. He's in for Carlson. And he's catching. 2 outs here, top of the 6th. Nice play there by Chamberlain to keep it from going to the backstop. It'll even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. But a good stop behind the dish. And for the most part today, I think the Beavers defense has played pretty solid. They had 1 bad inning. That was the second inning. And just a tick low. Pushing the count to 2-1. Number 9 hitter due up next is Franklin. And that's right down Center Street for another called strike. They even account at 2 balls, 2 strikes. As the Dragons down to their last strike here. Swan winds it up. Popped up out of play. Will reset, do it again with a 2-2 count. Swan winds it up. Outside for ball 3. 3-2. It's a Dusty's Tony payoff pitch upcoming. And there's no place to put him because the bases are full of Dragons. And Swan's going to step off and reset himself. Hit right back up the middle. Moon to first. Trask makes the play. It's a 6-3 put out to end it. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth with the Beavers out in front, 9-3 still, as the Beavers able to shut the Dragons out out again, another inning here. So we'll be back right after this.
As licensed and insured contractors, J. Gill Plumbing and Heating offers expertise in heating, air conditioning, water heating repair, and installation. Are you ready to enhance your home's comfort? At J. Gill Plumbing and Heating, they're dedicated to making your home the ultimate place of comfort. Contact J. Gill Plumbing and Heating today for expert advice, product inquiries, and professional installation services. Give them a call today at 814-654-7624 or visit them at 275 Main Street in Spartansburg.
Around every corner, there's a Napa here to keep you moving. Backed by a nationwide network of nearly 6,000 auto parts stores and over 17,000 auto care centers nationwide, Napa has the products, people, and knowledge you need to find the automotive solutions you've been searching for.
Stop by your locally owned Napa Auto Parts store today. JH Napa Auto Parts, 955 North Center Street in Corry, 85 Waterford Street in Union City, and 12661 Route 19 in Waterford.
Are you tired of your car's heating and air conditioning not working, especially in this crazy Pennsylvania climate? Give us a call, 814-664-9602, or stop on down to Jim's Automotive at 13250 Route 6. Let us get the parts and tools you need to get it repaired. Don't forget, we have gas, diesel, off-road diesel, kerosene, non-ethanol, and propane. Get it all in one stop.
Thank you for your business.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. I'm Dewey Hurd here at the ballpark at Columbus. Beavers comfortably out in front, 9-3 as we head to the bottom of the sixth. And Trask will lead it off here for the Beavers. He's 1 for 1 on a day with a hit by pitch, run scored, catcher interference as well, and a JH Napa Auto Parts base hit. As he has had himself a day in the box, and he'll take down low for ball one. Corry Community Foundation, sixth inning here. And the Beavers offense has been steady and full here today. As Trask takes inside, called strike to even a count at 1-1 strike. Scoring in all but one inning here today. And all of the times except for once, they've had crooked numbers on the scoreboard. And that's another JH Napa Auto Parts base hit for Trask, as he punches it through the left side of the infield and gets aboard. Back-to-back singles from the number 7 hitter. And we're going to have a courtesy runner as number 27 is going to come in. That's Lathrop for Trask. As Hellier's going to step into the batter's box. He was hit by a pitch his last time up, as he's 1 for 2 on the day. Singled all the way back in the second inning. So he'll look to find his way aboard again for the second time. Coach C looking over his lineup card down there at third base as Hellier will settle in the box. Blum on the hill for the Dragons, working from the stretch now. Lathrop's going, swung on and missed. And he's out at second base. 2-4 put out, and Franklin's having himself a ball game for the Dragons. Hellier swung at that first pitch for strike one. So he's in the hole 0-1 here. And now there's one out. And the base paths are clear. Blum misses well upstairs for ball one to even a count, 1-1 strike. Blum fires it. Hellier was going to swing, but it misses inside for ball 2. 2-1. And the sun keeps trying to poke its way through the clouds here, but just can't quite get through this heavy cloud cover. And there's a called strike on the outer part of the plate to even it at 2-2. Hellier hits it to the left side, gobbled up by Schneider. Throw over to first, not timed, thrown out, bounces out of the ball field, over the fence, and then down to second base will go Hellier. So Hellier safely aboard via the E6. So he won't get an at-bat there. Reached on an error, and down to second in the scoring position. As Johnson will come to the plate, a couple of strikeouts and a walk. So he's 0 for 2 with a run scored. Then it's back to the top of the order with Chamberlain as he awaits on deck. And he does try to bunt, so that's a strike of 1. A little high there. You need to pull that one back. That's not very buntable. Fortunately for the Beavers, Hellier wasn't trying to run his way to third. And that's right down Center Street for called strike. Johnson in the hole 0-2. Blum working right through here. Delivers it outside for ball 1. 1-2. Again, Blum misses outside for ball 2. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's going to be lined through the infield for a J.H. Napa Auto Parts base hit. Snyder thought better of making that throw. As the last time he uncorked one, it was out of play. Hellier safely down to third, and it's back to the top of the order in Chamberlain. 1 away, runners on the corners. Nice piece of batting there by Johnson to get himself aboard and extend the inning. Beavers starting through the lineup for the 5th time. Chamberlain takes outside for ball 1. I wouldn't be surprised if they send Johnson to second, and Chamberlain got well underneath that one and hits it foul over the top of the dumpsters as he got pretty much all of that one. Just wasn't straight. Little bit out in front of that one. 1-1 is the count. I'm sure Blum won't make that mistake again. Off the plate for ball 2. I'm surprised Chamberlain doesn't move up in the box. He's all the way back at the back end of the box here. But I'm not going to question him batting. He knows what he's doing. That was right down Center Street for strike 2, and Chamberlain knew it. But he's got another pitch to work with. 2-2 is the count. 1 away here. Runners on the corner. Blum will come home. And it's a strike 3 called. Got him looking. Rosbecker strikeout, and there's 2 away. That'll bring Moon to the plate. He's had back-to-back singles his last 2 times up. He's scored 3 runs, and he's got 2 walks as well. That pitch gets away. Here comes Hellier home from third. He'll score standing up. And Johnson safely down to second base. And the Beavers hang a 10 spot on the Dragons. No, they scored 10 against Erie at the beginning of the year. 10-4 was the final. Give Moon another RBI as he fouls this one out of play over the first base side to even count 1 ball, 1 strike. And the Beavers offense continues to function at a high level here today, scoring in all but 1 inning here. And Moon takes that one right down center street for a called strike. 1-2 now. Blum bounces that off the plate. Johnson's going to scamper down to third. And that's going to even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beavers have 2 outs here. But a man just 90 feet away from scoring. That's high for ball 3. And we're going to have a Dusty's towing payoff pitch upcoming here as Moon's work the count full. Foul tip into the catcher's glove chase, and that'll do it. A Rosbecker strikeout ends the inning. Not before the Beavers strike for another run, and they'll head to the top of the 7th, 3 outs away from victory. Be back right after this.
K&E Surveyors, located in Corry, PA, provides professional land surveying. Licensed and insured in Pennsylvania and New York, they offer surveying services for small lot, large boundaries, subdivisions, site planning, topographic surveys, and elevation certificates. For a free estimate, call Scott Johnson today at 814-873-9333 or by email at srjohnson.pls@gmail.com. Knapp's Butcher Block, located at 11523 Route 6 in Corry, offers custom processing for beef, pork, and lamb. You can purchase individual cuts of your choice of meat and hamburger, or stock up. Fill your freezer by purchasing half or whole cows or hogs, both grass and grain-fed. For more information, pricing, and availability, give Knapp's Butcher Block a call today, 814-964-0225. Knapp's Butcher Block also offering deer processing from now to the end of deer season. Lake Erie Appliances, located at 4960 Iroquois Avenue in Erie. They offer great deals on scratch and dent models with a 1-year warranty. Items like washers, dryers, both gas and electric, refrigerators, chest freezers, stoves and ranges, and microwaves. Appliances from top brand names like Samsung, Maytag, Kenmore, General Electric, LG.
And welcome back here to the Deej Experience Sports Stream. Top of the 7th. Brought to us by Relevant Church. Swan on the hill, and he starts out with strike 1. Leading things off here, top of the 7th for the Dragons is Franklin. He's 0 for 2 on the day, and then it's back to the top of the order. As Swan misses downstairs for ball 1, even to count at 1-1. Dragons scored all 3 runs of theirs back in the 2nd. And Swan misses inside for ball 2, 2-1. Right down center street for a called strike. The even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hellier did a nice job on the hill here for the Beavers, going 5+ strong innings. There's a Rosbecker strikeout, and there's 1 away. When did Swan come in? It was the top of the 6th, so yeah, 5+ innings. Hellier did a nice job on the hill. He's going to get the W here today. And is back to the top of the order in Snyder as he fouls that one back out of play for strike one. Snyder 0 for 3 on the day. Reached on a fielder's choice back in the second. But then he was part of the 7-6-3 double play to end the inning. Takes upstairs for ball one to even the count at 1-1. Swung on a miss there for strike two. 1-2. And Swan has done a nice job of relief pitching here. Fouls it out of play over the right field side. Clunks it off of the concession stand. A little upstairs for ball two. Evens count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swan's throwing hard today. And it's another Rosbecker strikeout as Chamberlain will wind it around the horn. And there's 2 away. Got him looking. That'll bring Sheen to the dish. He's also 0 for 3 on the day. Hit into a 5-3 putout to end the 5th, his last time up. And that's inside for ball one. I did mention it earlier, but Beavers in action again on Monday here at the ballpark. They'll be taking on the Fairview Tigers. As Swan gets it back to an even count, 1-1 on that last called strike. Hit right back up the middle. Swan will make it a 1-3 putout, and that's a ball game. The Beavers will get the W here today. Final is 10-3 as they do a very nice job offensively and defensively to wrap things up here on the home field at the ballpark at Columbus. Let's get into our P2 Paving postgame report, hand out a few awards, and wrap up today's broadcast. Our first award goes to our offensive play of the game, brought to us by Healthy Smiles of Corry. And I tell you what, I'm going to give it to Hellier. He got a base hit his first time up, and tied the ball game before the floodgates opened up, and got a bunch of hits and runs after that. But a very key play to the game was back in the second. Hellier got a base hit that scored a run, and that's going to be our Healthy Smiles choice for the offensive play of the game. Defensive play of the game brought to us by Erie Community College, going back to the third inning. It was the second double play of the day, and it was an inning ending. Both of the double plays were inning ending double plays, but it was after the Beavers tied it up in the bottom of the second. They go to the top of the third, and it was a double play that ended the inning, a 6-4-3 put out after a walk, and a nice job there by the infielders turning that double play. That's my Erie Community College defensive play of the game. And then we'll go to the Karate Chevrolet player of the game, and I'm going to give that to Rue Hellier, going 5+ innings on the hill, scattering a couple of hits across the way as he ended up with 3 strikeouts and about 3 walks. But Rue did a nice job on the hill and getting the Beavers their first W here today. And that'll give us one more award to hand out. That's going to be the Deej Experience Sportsmanship Award. I'm going to give that to Franklin, second baseman for the Dragons, as he did a nice job defensively keeping the Dragons close at the beginning part of the game there, but did a nice job out there in the infield and directing traffic and whatnot, and had a nice game for the Dragons. So again, Beavers back in action again on Monday, and taking on the Fairview Tigers here at the home ballpark at Columbus. And that'll wrap things up here for on the Deej Experience. Thanks for tuning us in. Until we meet again, we're going to say God bless and good night.